listening to the Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry, presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
All right, here we go again. Buckle up. Rough roads ahead. Drive carefully in the Oklahoma City metropolitan area. There is a ton of slippery, slick stuff on the ground and periodically coming down from the air. Looks like there might be a little fog. Like a haze. It's a haze now. It's not a fog, but. So again, interesting day. Looking at several cities, I looked at St. Louis, looked at Kansas City, Kansas City, Missouri. And some of their, environs there, the metro area. Found a couple places, but who knows? I figured out, I was wondering how to get as much as I can up there the first day I go up there, which is probably going to mean 2 storage units. But it'll be what it'll be. I'm not here to worry about it. So I'll get a trailer. I'll hook a trailer up and move out what I can. I still am not in the condition to have had all that stuff in storage all this time and then have to go deal with it. I can't do that. So gave some nice gifts to people. Kind of darkish too. It's not all that light out. I mean, the ambient light like the moon and stars and all that puts a little bit of light on the road. That's not here. So I ordered a whiteboard today. Had 2 dings in it. Now it came shrink wrapped, but it says in the instructions online that I would have to pull this film off of the board. So there's a possibility that it was a return that they shrink wrapped to put back out there for sale, but it definitely did not have the appropriate oversight and quality control. Even the back part of it, which was like a silver cardboard, silver foil covered cardboard, even had kind of like lines in it where it was depressed. So that's going back to Amazon. So they don't care. They make so much money. Virginia plate here, TXC 2729. Believe me, they'll get right in your face if that is one of them. They don't care because they're going to jail if somebody actually prosecutes one of the cases, just like their Big Daddy Trump. Did I tell you the whistleblowers were in the FBI? Those are people that worked under Trump, worked his deep state. So when they got wind, somebody leaked that they were being investigated for all that and then some. They all went, "Oh, Bob, we're blowing the whistle. Pull my chute, Big Daddy." So, yeah, Trump's out there. Yeah, of course he'd love Fuentes, but that's the problem, whether he knows who he is or not. That's the type of people that he's attracted to. He's had sociopaths around him a ton of times. He loves them. In fact, his lawyers are, borderline sociopaths. Tell you the truth. What a bunch of wackos. Well, it's kind of like the use of his lawyers is outside of really legal defense. It's like it's the same thing that they had in what was that? What do they call it? The Oath Keepers? They're actually part of the organization. I'm sure if he was a younger man, one lady wouldn't stand a chance around Rico Trump. Rico Suave Trump. So that murder in Idaho, there is definitely a presence with it, which means, of course, it's evil. However, it's able to establish itself in the minds of people that connect to that crime, most likely going against those that would solve it. So if it was disinformation about a stalker, then that would most likely point to a group of people having been involved in some way. Maybe with knowledge, maybe. Because if it's not real, somebody's trying to, it could be a woman. In reality. Again, I looked at the Midlothian case. With, what's her name again? Peters or something? What was her name? I can't even remember. That was weird. Her husband was weird. The whole thing was weird. Just think about that. All that. The dog blood on the laundry. And the husband's kind of the same size. But it could be a setup, too. Could have been a spycraft operator. I'll tell you what. When I was in Amarillo, and my right leg was all swollen up, and I was walking off kilter so much, somebody came in at the same point, and he metaphysically smelled of being an operator, and his leg was even worse than mine, and he was limping. But I felt like it was part of an operation. Now, it could be Satan's operation. So I felt like he was a special operator and almost looked like he had something wrapped around his leg, like a cast. Now, could he be somebody in physical therapy? Oh, yeah. But again, that's the kind of stuff they do, just to paint that picture. Look, other people are like this. You're never going to get better. Kill yourself! Because that's what they'll project in the mind. And quite frankly, possibly with ultrasonics. Again, we're not in a world where that doesn't exist. And we're not in a world where they will absolutely investigate that for anybody outside of themselves. So again, if they're not exposed to being killed for being a federal agent because they're a piece of shit and have sold out, they don't care if you're killed because that's one less person they have to compete against for the golden parachute. So again, it's dirtier than dirty. It's eviler than evil. And Trump's still out there. They're trying to pump up DeSantis, but everybody knows DeSantis is a Trump mini-me. So again, there's people that are licking their chops because they saw Trump isn't going to be in power like that much longer. What happens is this. If they think you're going to win, you have a chance of winning, you'll have a lot of people working for you behind the scenes because they want the money. But when it looks like Trump's done with, they don't care. Now he does have money. I mean, he's a wealthy billionaire with big super PAC pockets. Super PAC is like corrupt money because they're paying people exorbitant fees to do really nothing at times. And it's to know in your community you are the spycraft criminal. You will kill anybody that we want killed. But here's your super PAC money to do like $5 of web work for $100,000. And of course, a lot of people in the FBI go, I see nothing. Why? Because they want it too. All right, they got the lights back on here in the parking lot at Home Depot. That goes along with the golden parachute. They're all looking for, what's that guy's name? He had a golden parachute when he hijacked that plane and got all that money. They're all like him. They want the golden parachute and the money. Excuse me there, ma'am, sir. Sir, ma'am. Are you returning all that stuff? Oh, he's got a cart full of, I don't know if it's PVC pipe or some other ductwork pipe or what. It's full. He's pushing it into the store. It's like an Asian guy, Korean guy or something. Things been coming up Korean the last couple of days. Psy's depressed. He can't make another hit like that. Just be glad. You know, rich people, just be glad you're rich, Psy. That guy looks like Psy. What happens is he probably got a big delivery and he's just returning some of it. I can't see him having, maybe he got the wrong stuff. Who knows? Could have pulled it out of the store and now you got to take it back. Ooh. So again, I believe the future of fighting virus biotech, and I believe we're going to be able to make something similar to mosquitoes that are sterile, but it has to be, again, a lot higher tech, and we have to be sure that it cannot morph into anything. Now, there are possibilities that it can, but again, we could become sure that technology enough at a certain point that it can't do that, and then we could probably let something go into the environment that would destroy it. Again, biotech using the antibodies is something similar to that. But I mean, the idea of being able to eradicate a specific virus with a suicide gene. I mean, that's amazing. I'm sure it can be done. All right, I got to park here. Oh, you just reserve it. Where's my veteran spot? I thought they have veteran spots here. There it is. You know, at Lowe's, I can put my phone number in and I get my veteran discount. Here at Home Depot, you have to make sure you're logged in before you go in, and you got to show them your barcode, and then they refresh the barcode every so often. Oh, look, here's somebody in a Jeep just went in the veteran spot.
All right, that person is suspect. Let's see who it is.
Oh, they took the only veteran spot that's not handicapped? Is that handicapped? Or is that painted over handicapped? I can't tell. They don't matter because they're all here. I mean, not they're all here. Maybe they are. Maybe that person over there is one too. I don't know. I mean, I can't do anything. I'm not a cop anymore. Cops will actually, cops will pull people over that they think are deep state, like harassing them and stuff. So it does happen. They just don't say anything. Like honest cops, you know. Crooked cops be like, yeah, I give me money for them. Give me a golden parachute and money. There's a dog in the driver's seat. That's weird because I never saw the driver get out. Now there's this like Labrador Retriever, one of the white, I guess it's a Labrador, the white one, sitting in the driver's seat. He just drove up. Maybe it's a Google vehicle. So again, Stephen King said something about Elon, and it's very bombastic what he's doing. And I know what happened is they got him, and he's because it all looks like knee-jerk reaction. You can do the same thing, but remember Jack? Remember how Jack did stuff? Jack was more relaxed about the entire thing. And of course, he wasn't probably confronted with as much mess at this point. But that's where you have to get to. You have to actually, within all that madness, you need to hide it because we can see that you're in madness. So you have to just slow down. You move too fast. Just get the groovy on. Just tell yourself everything's groovy. Feeling groovy. Yeah, I mean, you got enough money and stuff. You should be able to put groovy in. So again, Jack was calling for an operating system that is totally web only. I think we need improvements in hardware. That's what I think. Because of all COVID and thing, we're all behind. That cooling the processor is a problem, I imagine. But I was thinking, if you emulate, which means you write your own operating system, but if you emulate Windows somehow, well, the finer points. There's issues. I had an iPad. Maybe it's changed, but I had an iPad. I have Android and I have Windows, and it's just lacking certain parts of it. It's not smooth, like the changing from app to app. I wanted to get that what was that, V69 or something, or V60, ThinQ from LG, who they no longer make. But because it had two screens when you had the screen case on. And I wanted to see, does it lose focus when I go from screen to screen? Well, that's when I was attacked by the spies in Dallas. So, to make a long story short, you want to be able to move around like in a Windows environment. I know it's kind of difficult on a smaller screen, but on a larger smartphone, it works. And I guess, that's right. They have I have to experiment more. I guess I was doing that, wasn't I? It didn't lose focus when I split the screen. Okay, yeah, I've got the option on Android to do that. I guess that kind of works. I don't know. My biggest thing is that, again, the developer has to put it in the app or the web app I'm using right now, where you can select the sound device and that kind of thing. That should be standard on the phone, like in Windows, where you could actually go to a dashboard and select, because I don't think I have it on my smartphone. You can just select the USB, sound device or this device or that device, and then Bluetooth, select Bluetooth. I think it does work with my particular thing I'm on now. And then the other thing, right? It would be nice if they put a little chip in the phone, because it ain't going to be that big. I know the phone has a lot of stuff in it already, but a little chip that processes the signal, a little bit of compressor, a little bit of noise gate, and a little bit of EQ for the mic. And then people will probably start doing a little bit more. Once they learn that exists, they'll start wanting to know more about that, hopefully. So again, the idea of what can we kickstart to start a internet chain reaction, a web chain reaction. Again, Jack believes it's a new operating system that's web only. I haven't written code in years, so my My brain is rusty. I'm sure I was like tortured around it. I never knew I had stopped, you know. Here I was being tortured. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God in all you do. Praise God.